Hello, welcome. As you can see, things have actually changed slightly. Very soon there will be a screen behind. I figured out a way to do it. Amazon are delivering the bits that I need to do that. I'm going to put some eyelets in and a couple of hooks so I can hook, and then small frame behind. It'll make a nice little U shape and job will be a good one. So yeah, welcome. We are playing American Truck Sim because it's a nice, quick, easy game. And all of the things have been reversed, so I've got the gear stick and stuff on the right hand side now. Also, both of the cameras are now together, so that's a thing. Hopefully this looks a lot better than last time where I would be looking at one camera and it'd just look stupid from the other one. I need to put these on. We have music. We have lights. Alexa now controls the lights.
Drive safe.
Like this. Alexa, turn off studio lights.
Okay.
See? How good is that? Alexa, turn on studio lights. Alexa, turn on studio lights.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anytime.
There we go. How cool is that? So they're actually mounted properly as well. So instead of being on top of the TV, it's now up on the wall, quite high up. There's also another vertical one behind the cameras. Just, you know, as a bit of extra lighting. So I have to get used to using the gear stick on the right hand side. It also controls the coloured light that you can't actually see at the minute, but the side light, I've remounted all that. So that is now controlled by Alexa as well, as is the sign outside of the door that comes on before they start. You alright, SP? Yeah, so that sign outside the door also comes on whenever you do that, which is pretty sweet.
All right.
And yeah, I have to both remember the controls for this game, at the same time as learn how to use the gear stick on the right hand side, because obviously UK, we have it on the left because we drive on the correct side of the road. But I'm just sick of in games seeing it on the opposite side of the road, opposite side of the cab, and not really being able to.
Turn left.
That was a bad time to turn my lights off. Really? Okay, so we've already crashed once. That's always a good thing. We'll start in third because sod it, why not? This is my truck, I know what it can do. Yeah, I'm good, Sam, mate.
Get ready to turn right.
Just spent all the weekend
Turn left.
trying to get files transcoded. But news on that front. Tomorrow I have 3 more servers coming for the transcodes. Now the servers don't have graphics cards or anything like that. Nope, that's the engine one. But the idea is that I can use them for the encoding of H.264 footage
Time to hit
and
the
making
road.
the files that this computer creates into constant frame rate ones, which is what I need for editing. So I should probably have visited the service thing first, shouldn't I, before taking that job. Oh, we'll find one on the way. But yeah, so hopefully I can actually catch up because I'm still 4 videos behind at this moment. Oh, that's what I've not got plugged in. I've not got the eye tracker plugged in. That's what's weird. Okay. Let's do that. Hopefully. I'm going to have to unclip myself from everything. So that can go up there. I thought I was missing something. So this here is the Tobii eye tracker. And this is the custom mount for it. So hopefully, if I do this, and then just drag that forward a bit, flip this onto the desk, like that. And now I need to plug it in, so bear with me. Okay, I'm just going to turn the stream off for a second while I mess around on the actual Windows desktop. But yeah, hopefully when I turn this on, we will have proper eye tracking, if all works well. Just there we go. So now I can look around. Jobs are good. Right, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was reversing, wasn't I? Nope, that's sixth. There we go. Like I say, it's going to take some getting used to using the right hand to do the gear shifting.
Let's go.
There we go. Right then. Onwards on this 1,956 mile delivery. Oh god. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I always select the longest ones? It's okay, because as soon as we're off this road, we'll be fine. On the plus side, this mount seems to be a lot sturdier than it was the last time I built it. So, what happened was, the last time I had the eye tracker set up, it was on this flimsy mount that was sort of just cobbled together. Whereas now... Right, why is he just stopped there? Come on, buddy, out of the way. Whereas now I've sort of beefed it all up a bit. We're just gonna dump the trailer there.
Ready to roll.
That's good enough, it's out of the way, I'm sure.
Turn left.
I've just spotted a service, if you're wondering, down to the bottom left on the map. So, what I'm thinking is, we go and get the truck fixed. There it is.
Time to get the job done.
And that way, we're good to go in pristine condition, which will be a lot easier.
Get ready to turn right. Rerouting. Turn left.
The thing is, before on the
Get ready to turn left.
with the eye tracker,
Turn left.
it wouldn't really track you properly. It'd lose connection, and you'd sort of notice when it wasn't working. Whereas what you want is to not notice that it is working. That's how you know it's doing its job. So if you can just play a game like one of the other games that it works with is Ghost Recon, which we'll probably play at some point near the end of the week. But the idea is if you don't notice that it's working, then it's doing its job, is the way I look at it.
Finding new route. Go straight.
I'm actually going to stop at those lights for once. I'm still going to start in 6th gear, but, you know, just I needed to plug that in. Okay, so one thing that I do need to do is I still need to come and play this off stream and tweak the settings. Sort of dial it back a little bit. Because at the minute it is a little bit too active. I guess the other thing is that I've not configured it with it being this close. So the eye tracker is based on like a 24-inch screen, I think is the maximum screen size. And I'm using a 40-inch screen. So I've brought it forwards on that mount
Caution.
to be,
Mind the speed.
from where I'm sat, relatively speaking, it's at the bottom of the screen where it should be mounted. And also at this distance from the screen size to it is relatively 24 inches. So it's like a kludgy solution, but the fact is that it does work. I just need to remember to recalibrate, which is something I've not done. It knows where it roughly is, but may have clipped that vehicle a bit. Oh well. Anyway. So what's been going on with you guys over the weekend? Since what must have been Friday. I believe it's Monday now. I'm not actually sure. Like, what day it is. I'm just sort of guessing it's Monday. Oh, look, a UFO.
Go straight.
I'm going to say we're in Roswell.
Please mind the speed limit.
Sweet. I think they should include an Easter egg in Roswell. If that is an agency to our left on the map, I think that you should be able to hire one worker who seems to be too good to be true,
Please mind the speed limit.
who turns out to be an alien. His name could be Al Ian. Oh, we have a good horn. That's nice. Hi. This is going to be one of those nice casual streams, I think. You know, kind of where there's not much thinking going on. A bit like Farm Sim was on Friday. I'm actually looking forward to editing that stream. I don't know what I'm gonna find in it. But yeah, should be good. So tomorrow 3 servers come. They're all DL380 G7s from HP. The difference is that mine has what is a 6-core 12-thread CPU, but it has 2 of them, so it's 12 cores and 24 threads. Plus I've put a 1050 Ti in there, so I can use the CUDA cores on it when rendering out footage. These are going to come with 2 4-core 8-thread processors. So we're looking at a 16-core, 8-core 16-thread system, which is the same as the game system really. Only these are going to be clocked slower, but they only have one job. So I don't want to spend like 7 hours with the game PC on, with it just like transcoding variable frame rate footage to a constant frame rate, because it's CPU intensive and I want to get on with other things on the game system. So with these, I'm going to put the footage onto there and they can do the transcode. I'm also looking at possibly getting another 1050 Ti to put in one of them, which would mean I can do the variable frame rate to constant frame rate on one system, transfer it to the next system, where it'd go from the constant frame rate and the merged Sony footage would both be transcoded into ProRes as our like mezzanine, as our proxy footage.
Stay right, then turn right. Turn right.
I'm braking. No. Yes, we didn't roll over. But yeah, so the plan would be that the second system could then be in charge of rendering out to ProRes. Come on. Oh, come on, it's not going to start, is it? Oh no! Sure, I guess.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
But yeah, so the idea is that I can have a few systems running at the same time. And the system that we've got currently, the 12-core, 24-thread system with the 1050 Ti, that's going to be in charge of exporting the final footage, because I've got 2 videos ready to export, but currently I'm struggling to get the other footage processed
Let's do
in
this.
time for, you know, me to actually edit it. Oh, friggin' hell, come on.
Drive safe. Okay, here we go.
Alright, here we go, come on.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Is that... There are beds behind. Right, this is where we're going to stay then. We'll get him to sleep. Then we've pretty much reset everything. Don't give me an avoid sleeping offence. I'm literally driving to the bit to sleep. I assume I can sleep here. So if we do this, if we do that, then we go and get some fuel, and then... Oh, no, don't sleep again. Oh, absolute bellend is what I am. Oh look, and there are the scales. Okay. So yeah, the idea is that I can actually catch up with the footage that needs editing. And then we'll get to the point where I'm actually ahead. My plan is that after a stream, I can get to the point of editing quicker. That's the goal. If we can get it so that possibly the next day I can start the edit, we'll be in a very good place. And like I say, that's the reason I want this second system to be the one to go from variable frame rate to constant frame rate, so I can get that bit done. And then I can move straight on to transcoding. Because while it's doing that, I can edit the Sony camera footage and merge it with this microphone audio, sync everything up, and get that exported. I should have been paying attention, shouldn't I? Yeah, so hopefully we can get all that done in like one day. Then by the end of the second day, or the day after a stream, there we go. Hopefully the day after a stream I can start editing, which will be nice. Like I say, currently I'm waiting on footage from... Well, I still need to do Black Mesa from over a week ago now. I'm waiting on footage from that. I need the proxy for the game, so I can start editing. Because currently the most I can do is sync up all the tracks. I'm getting there. Slowly but surely. This jump from 1080 to 4K is quite a big investment, both time and skill and education wise. Like trying to learn how to do all this. So I've never worked with proxy clips before in Premiere Pro. Or actually in any software, but Premiere Pro is what I'm using, so I've never used them in that. Like, I didn't even know you could. And so instead of just having ProRes footage at like 4K, I'm actually downscaling it to 720p. So I'm actually editing 4K footage at 720. So the computer just flies through it. Means I can speed it up to 2 or 3 times. Yeah, I don't see all the detail when I'm editing it, but I don't need to. And yeah, I'm slowly getting there with my system. It's just figuring out how to actually do it. As a guy who doesn't know how to edit video, has had no training on editing video, I'm just doing the best I can. Also, if this camera is making you feel ill or anything, please just like shout in the comments. If it's too much, I can either tweak it or just turn it off. It's okay. I'm fine with it.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Like I say, I don't mind turning it off or anything like that.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
So according to the dial in the middle of the dashboard, we can go 2,112 miles on the fuel that we've got, and we have 1,723 miles to go.
Please mind the speed limit.
So I mean, this could be close if we roll over or crash and need to make a diversion, or we need to stop for sleep. Like, we may have to get more fuel at some point. This is it's a nice little journey, this so far. Very pleasant.
Stay left.
Does this count as getting out of the house during lockdown? That's what I want to know.
Stay right.
Just gonna brake a bit. I'm gonna floor it and get past him. Okay, now we're gonna let it roll. Because I don't dare to go any faster around corners, just because I'm gonna fall over. There we go. We're good.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
So on the Discord, we now have a channel dedicated to computer stuff. Like a place where you can share the spec of your computer, where you can get help, advice, stuff like that from the people on the Discord.
Stay right.
So that's a cool thing that's going on.
Exit right. Stay left and then turn left. Turn left.
Oh no, I went through a red light. Judging by the state of all of the fines that we actually get on this, I don't think that that's the worst. Yeah, I'm very glad that we can actually have the studio lights back on now, because I think the lighting does make a difference. And I'm glad that the cameras are back next to each other. I might need to do a little bit of tweaking to the distances between them, but it should look a lot better both on stream and in the highlights. Because currently while I'm editing the highlights, I'm noticing that the difference between looking at the
Mind the speed limit.
highlight camera and looking at the streaming camera is actually quite big, even though they were right above each other. So hopefully this is a lot better.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit. Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Also, after watching Farm Sim, like the first couple of minutes of it, of the recorded gameplay,
Please mind the speed limit.
I've upped the bitrate on the in the Nvidia settings for when it records, because I've noticed that there's a lot of... You'll notice it more on stream,
Caution. Please mind
that
the speed
if there's a lot of movement in like grass or anything like that, it just turns blocky and horrible because of compression. Well, we're actually getting that even at like 55
Caution.
megabits per second. Not to the same extent, but enough to notice. And to be honest, in the
Please mind the speed limit.
like full highlights at 4K, I don't really want those kind of artifacts. So I've upped the bitrate. So I won't get an idea on this stream probably, but next time we play anything like Farm Sim or Far Cry even, just things with lots of fine detail moving at once, that's when we should find out. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting these extra servers plugged in and hooked up. My plan is to have them right over in the corner of the room, because they are noisy to start with. So I'm going to have them right over the other side of the room,
Caution.
and
Please
then
mind the speed limit.
I'm just going to remote into them. It's going to make life easier. But as well as that, I'm going to have the small desk fan in front, blowing air at the front of them, but also space them between each other so that the air goes through and cycles the exhausted air as well, and kicks that back into the room.
Please mind the speed limit.
Because I can control the temperature of the room better than I can control the temperature of those systems. So if I can keep the air cycling and make sure it's not sat in stale air, I can keep this room cool enough as to where it is always going to be in fresh air at the front. And that fan's just going to make sure that it's only fresh air coming into the front of the systems. I've done it before where I've had two fans set up. By the way, if you can hear noise in the background on this mic, it is because I've got the fans on it. It's absolutely boiling today. We're looking at 28.1 degrees already in here. That's Celsius, so yeah, I'm boiling. Oh, we've got two systems on, and door and window closed for obvious reasons. But yeah, I've had it where I've had the fans hand air off to each other. So what we got was the window would be open, and obviously cold air would come in and drop down to floor level. So we'd have the desk fan on the floor. That'd be on full, firing air into the room in a single location.
Go straight.
At which point, the other fan
Stay left.
would
then
be
turn left.
quite low down to the floor.
Turn left.
Knew it. Knew we were going to hit that. But yeah, so the other fan was facing all of the systems. And that'd grab the cold air from down at the floor level and fire it up towards them. It worked really well. Which was the bit that impressed me. The fact that it actually worked. But yeah, I'll be able to do something similar to that. Oh, there's a service. Good, we're going there. We'll be able to do something similar to that where we can...
Stay right, and then turn right.
Oh, yeah, we'll discover all the locations as well while we're here. So what we can have is the floor fan at the window blasting air in, at which point the other one will pick up. Place to turn around, place to turn around, place to turn around here. Here we go. Oh, that police car crashed into me. No, come on. Okay, so it can fire the cold air straight into the room, and the desk fan can pick that up and fire it at the systems. I always have solutions.
Turn left.
Right, this one should be a recruitment agency on the right. Yep, there you go.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
And this here is where we're going. If I can break enough. Come on. Come on. Perfect. Okay, we're good. We're good. We know what we're doing. Where did you come from? He could see what I was doing.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Right, okay, we're good. 1,500 miles.
Please mind the speed limit.
We can do this. Just need to find my groove again. That's what we're looking for.
Stay right, and then turn right.
Oh, look at this silly junction coming up.
Turn right.
Bollocks to your red lights.
Caution. Please mind
Got stuff to do here.
the
1,500 miles to go. Not got time for red lights.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Where were we? Yeah.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit. Caution. Please mind the speed.
What I think for streams, I may
Stay right.
at some point change the settings on this eye tracker so that it only works with the gaze tracking. Because if I move my head, it's sort of a bit jerky. But if I just sort of move my eyes and look at the right of the screen, it's a lot smoother. I'd have to increase the sensitivity for that.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Just so that I could get to that other mirror quicker. Because what's the point in a gaze tracker if, you know, in an eye tracker if it's not going to track where your eyes go.
Please mind the speed limit.
One of our drivers just completed a delivery and leveled up,
Caution.
which is good because we could do with that money to pay all the fines I keep on getting. We are at 2.069 million, almost 2.07 million now, which is pretty impressive. It's not. I'm not going the wrong way. I'm overtaking in a place I shouldn't be overtaking him. It's fine. That's an Arizona sign. Here we go. I think this is state number 2 or 3. I'm not sure. Oh well. Let's roll. Oh, you're gonna want me to bloody pull over.
Caution.
Oh no.
Mind the speed limit.
Yes! Have some of that.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Happy. This is me happy.
Right.
This is me scared. Right down. I believe that's the one that last time we were on this route, or this road, and I pulled over. I said I'm not planning on staying in your state very long, and then we came around this corner and there it is. A sign for Utah. It was one of those where I'm like, I'm not staying in your state, I'm not paying no broken trucks fee. And then I instantly turned the corner into Utah. It's like, see ya! So yeah, I'm thinking at this point, with the games, we've sort of got a nice healthy library of games that we seem to be going through. So I'm going to keep those and possibly add a couple more to it every so often. And change some out as we decide we like them, we don't like them, stuff like that. And yeah, I think
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
I think what we have now is a healthy selection. We've got some indie games, we've got some like AAA games, we've got some open world, we've got some driving, we've got some racing. You know, there's a little bit of everything in there. What we don't have yet is an RPG. So maybe we'll grab an RPG. We have two choices for it:
Please mind the speed limit.
Fallout or Skyrim. I'm personally favouring. I don't know actually. That's a tough one. Fallout or Skyrim?
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
I'm not sure. See, I've not played Skyrim in a very long time. And I've definitely not done the DLC mission stuff. But I also enjoy using the console in Skyrim and Fallout.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
And I enjoy adding mods to them both, so... Maybe Fallout 4 with mods. some of my favourite mods that I install every time I start Fallout 4.
Mind the speed limit.
Maybe that'd work. Or maybe the same with Skyrim, I don't know. Excuse me. We'll see. Feel free to jump on the Discord and put your suggestion in. Fallout or Skyrim. I should learn how to use the poll on this, shouldn't I?
Caution. Please mind the speed limit. Never mind. Finding new route. Okay, let's find a new route.
Finding new route when I'm on the route he told me to go on.
Caution.
So it's a good thing,
Please
innit?
mind the speed limit. Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
I need to start eating before streams.
Caution.
I always think, oh, I'll wait until after the stream and then I'll get something proper to eat. I need to start snacking. Because I am hungry right now.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
There we go. I thought we were going over that time. I really did.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Aye, I think we're doing alright.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Hey, look, it's whole length rock again.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
So one of the other things I'm thinking is with the stream system, I'm possibly going to... I have a second screen
Caution.
down,
Please mind the speed
just down there. And I'm thinking what I might do is mount that screen on the wall just above the TV that I use that I'm playing games on. Whoops.
Caution.
And then once I've done that, I'm just going to put the chat and stuff on there, like have the Discord up
Please
and
mind the speed limit.
the Twitch mod stuff. And that way it's all up there right in front of us. That's one of those, like, I could do that, but then it sort of means I can't use that screen for anything else at that point, which is quite frustrating.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
I like to be able to do a lot of things with anything that I get. So my rule for buying things in general is, can I think of 3 uses for it? Besides the original use of, like, with the eye tracker, say, it was, I want it for American Truck Sim and Euro Truck Sim. So can I think of 2 other things that could warrant the release? And it was like, yes. Because I can play other games with it. And I can play them on the stream, and it's something that not everyone does. So that was what sold me on it. But everything has to have, like, a couple of reasons for it.
Turn left.
Just because that way you don't waste your money. And it's difficult at times because I'll see something and I'll want whatever it is. Like currently I have enough to buy an RTX 2080 Ti, but that is bill money. That is money that is set aside to pay electric, gas, water, council tax, all that stuff. And if I spend it, then I'm out of money. Like, I'm out of money completely then. So whilst I'd love to, I can't think of 3 reasons that can warrant me spending that money on it right now. Plus, if these 3000 series cards come out soon, hopefully the 2000 series will bump down in price, and then I'll consider picking it up.
Stay right, and then exit right.
I think that's probably going to be
Exit right.
when I grab one of those RTX cards. When the 3000s come out. Hey, those signs actually moved. That worked. As much as I'd love to get one now. Like, I can only imagine the render times if I was to add... If I put this 1080 into any of the other systems.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Oh, I have no 17th or 18th. Great. I've lost 2 gears on my gearbox. Yeah, I can only imagine the render times
Caution.
by upgrading that 1050 Ti to a 1080. And that's exactly what I'm going to do when I get a 2080 Ti. This 1080 will end up in the streaming system,
Please mind the speed limit.
and the 1660 that's in the streaming system is going to end up in the render system, as in my final export and ProRes system. And so that's going to be cranking out those things, and then my other system is going to probably inherit that 1050 Ti to give that the ability to do those things, but it's still going to concentrate on transcoding in Handbrake. It just mean I'd be able to install media encoder on it,
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
because as it stands I won't be able to, because it doesn't meet the minimum spec.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
But yes, hopefully these systems turn up tomorrow quite early, and I can get them
Caution.
installing Windows and all that stuff. Because whilst HP won't tell you that the DL380 G7s can actually support Windows, as in Windows 10, they'll tell you it'll support Windows Server and nothing else. They support Windows 10 flawlessly. Like, I'm just saying, I've not had a problem with it.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
So to me, those servers are just
Caution. Please
like
mind
normal
the
desktops. We have them set up with the remote desktop enabled as well, so that you never really have to wire up to them.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Which is very useful.
Please mind the speed limit.
1,181 miles to go. We're getting there.
Caution. Please mind the
I think the last stream I came down this road, I think there's a train line on the right hand side as we come around this corner.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Yeah, there it is. There's the train. Just got into the tunnel.
Please mind the speed limit. Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Weird how you remember little bits of routes. Although I think every stream we've done so far, we have passed that whole nth rock. There's the train.
Caution. Please mind the speed
There's the other one that was going into the tunnel. Fake Amtrak.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
There we go.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. We're good. That train hasn't caught us up yet. Or it might have already passed us, I don't know. All I know is I've not seen a service and I could do with one.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Come on. Come on. There we go.
Go straight.
Oh, there's a service over there to the left. Oh! Oh, this junction.
Stay
Last
right.
time we missed the turn and we tried to drop off here and we got stuck. Not making that mistake again.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
You can actually see that the highlights from the last stream up on YouTube. I believe they're already up. Oh, they might be going up very soon, within the next couple of weeks. There you go. Dan Angel relieve instead of Chris Angel believe. Always notice that sign. Yeah, so the highlights from that stream will be up. I think they might already be up, but if not, they are going up very soon. Where I used to have about 12 videos in the line uploaded to YouTube ready to go, we're now down to, I think, about 5 videos ready to go. Which is why I'm at that point where I really could do with this server to turn up, so I can catch up and get all the footage transcoded ready. Once it's all transcoded, then I can just hit editing. Like, I can finish editing one of them, move on to the next one. My plan was over the weekend to do that, but as I say, I'd forgotten to transcode the Black Mesa gameplay into the proxy. So that was out, and when I realised, come on, map, thank you. By the time I realised, the server was already busy transcoding some other footage.
Stay left.
So, and because the transcodes take like 12 hours, you don't really want to stop them when you start them. So. It was one of those. We got it done. Or I will get it done. After this stream, I'm going to set that transcode in.
Then exit right.
Get it going into the proxy, and then I can start editing that one.
Exit right.
Then as soon as it's done that and I've transferred that to the vault, I can start work on that while the server starts transcoding, say, this game. Because currently what I'm having to do is use a lossy codec for the CFR stuff. So it's going from NVIDIA's recording, which is actually a very nice recording, but it's then being transcoded into the constant frame rate version, at a lossy codec. Well, it's actually H.264, but it's also with the NVENC encoders on, so you actually lose detail through it. Even though I've set it to like 100 megabits a second, you're still going to lose detail there. Whereas with the just pure H.264, like CPU based encoder, you don't lose the detail, which is what these other servers are going to be doing. It's going to be 16 threads of pure H.264 encoding, that's it. So I've still got the original files, and I'm going to re-transcode them to that with the constant frame rate. So I'm planning on getting all of them going at once. Clear that backlog. And then I can delete the NVENC version and keep the high quality version. But I'm making proxies based on this NVENC version. And then once it's all done, I'm going to re-link it to high quality media, which will be the H.264 full quality version that the new servers are going to do. Arse backwards? Yes, it is. Necessary? Yes, because the NVENC encoder is half the time of the standard encoder that's just CPU based. So it's definitely worth doing. It's just one of those where if I'd known all these steps in advance and done some testing first, you know, it'd have been easier, but instead I'm sort of testing and learning on the fly. So it is what it is, isn't it? But yeah, the goal is to have the full resolution versions ready for when the final edit is good to export. So the plan for today is to sort out the project files on the vault, because what's been happening is the current folder, because it goes back to the Dirt 4 stream 2 weeks ago today, because obviously I've not exported the final one or finished the thumbnail or anything.
Caution. Please mind the speed.
Because I've done neither of those things, it's still in the current folder, and the current drive is only 1 terabyte. So I'm at that point of having to try and free up space and having to put things in the archive before they're ready to go in the archive. But it also means that I've not had space to put my ProRes files on there.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Come on, 13. Go. We're moving. We will start in 13th gear. All about clutch control. Imagine if I said that and then stalled straight away. I know. Wow, are you? Come on. Come on. Come on. Just grind your way past it. It's fine. I found a place to rest. Why won't you let me rest? Oh, I just want him to sleep so he'd stop moaning. So yeah, the plan is that we'll... So I have to sort all the project files so that everything's in the right folder. All of the transcoded footage is there, and I can delete some of the stuff that we don't need anymore, like the loose Sony files, which will be good. Free up a bit more space on the vault. It's just one of those where data management is now actually coming into play. And actually trying to keep track, because I've got 7 projects now. After this one, I'll have 9 projects total. All in the works at the same time. So if you assume that each project has, what, 3 files? You're looking at 27 separate files across 36 different folders, plus all the other files that go with it. That'd just be the basic video files to start. So yeah, there's a lot of files, and they're all massive. My network upgrades did not work, so I'm still limited to 1 gigabit. So every video going from the game PC over to the vault takes roughly, I want to say, about 20 minutes, somewhere in that region. It's a long time. And it's the same from any of the systems. I have, however, got a USB 3 SD card reader, so I can get the Sony footage onto the system a lot quicker. Because that was taking about 40 minutes. So it was transferring. At the same time, I was trying to upload the footage to the vault. And yeah. Pain in the backside. But it's okay. Because we're finally getting somewhere. And speaking of getting somewhere, we're at 900 miles to our destination. In light of the fact that I have so many video projects already to sort, I'm actually going to make this a short stream. Probably only going to be about 2 hours, something like that, 2.5. Normally I aim for at least 3 hours, but I do have a lot of stuff that needs to get done before these servers arrive. So I need my current server, I need that to get me my proxy file so I can start editing Black Mesa. I have to clear the space for the new servers, find the stuff to support them, because I don't have a server rack, as much as I'd love to have a server rack. If I had a server rack, the game PC and the stream PC would also be in that rack. Like, that's the goal. To be at the point where I've just got screens and keyboards in this room. And like all the systems are in a server rack, either in another room or in like a corner of the room in like a little isolated box. I think that'd be really cool.
Go straight.
What I'd definitely do at that point is I'd buy a HDMI splitter from 1 in to 2 outputs. And I'd always have one plugged into the stream system. And the other one would always be plugged into the TV. Just so that it was always ready to stream. You know, no changing over wires, none of that. I already have a KVM for the servers. It's like that's not a problem. Another weight inspection. Jesus. This one's going to charge me for my truck being frigged and all. Oh, he's going to get there first. I'm braking. I'm braking. Come on. Again, just like the last stream, every time you start to make progress, it's pull over for a weight inspection.
Caution.
Literally every single time. Hey, I've just noticed. On my screen I can actually see. Because the lights are not right above the screen. That's an awesome feature. I like that. This sight thing. I also like the fact that the eye tracker is working. It seems like that modification worked. Of moving it closer and raising it up to be relative base of the screen. The only thing is, if I want to use it in other games, I have to sit pretty much here only without the steering wheel. Like, it's not an issue, but it's also not ideal. It's just one of those where you sit here at this distance from it with it mounted where it is and it'll work. Like where I am now, I can actually get my eyes to the corners of the screen in the configuration thing.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
But in an ideal world, I'd reconfigure it every time I set it up. Hey,
Go straight.
come on. We're doing good. 845 miles. I have no idea if we have enough fuel to get there. I'd assume so. We should be good on sleep. So it's going to take 16 hours to get there, and we've got 11 hours until we have to sleep again. If we could go into 18th gear, that'd be brilliant, but unfortunately, our gearbox has decided to be broken. What are you?
the speed limit.
Okay, how are we doing? How are we doing? Oh, we're getting there. I mean, the truck's almost dead, but that's fine. Nothing new there. Let's be honest here, it is. It is me driving. We've got 15 hours to get there. Probably about 10 hours left of sleep. And 800 miles to go. Okay. So if we pass a service that's easy to turn off to, then we'll fix the truck, get our 17th and 18th gear back, and then we should be able to go faster. And then we stand a chance of making it as well, without needing another rest stop, which will be nice. I think we're good on fuel. I'd love to be able to tell, but that message in the middle of the screen, the big red visit service, won't go away, and you can't cycle through it, which is very annoying. Okay, we seem to be in the middle of nowhere. Okay. So I'm not really seeing a service stop. I also don't want to risk the service pick-up-y service thing, because I feel like if we use that, what's going to happen is we're going to add to the sleep bar. It's going to take time, and it's going to cost money. And they're three things I don't want. I'd rather just persevere in 16th until we find somewhere. And with it cutting out every so often. Wonder if this petrol station has a service point. No, it doesn't. I know which petrol station this is from the last stream that we did.
Go straight.
I was desperate for petrol when I pulled over to that one. Do love the sound when you go under the bridges in this though. Sounds so nice. So as of this week, all the full stream replays on YouTube are going to be the recorded versions. So they're not going to have the background music in. It'll just be the game audio and the microphone. But the image will be a lot clearer than what Twitch will be showing you. Because even though I've got everything cranked, Twitch still likes to apply heavy compression to video. Like, fair enough, they have a lot of streams going on at the same time, but they're not exactly the best looking.
Turn right.
So on YouTube they're going to look a lot better, and they'll all be up on Saturday from now on. Come on, engine. Come on. No, neutral would probably help, wouldn't it? Come on. Right, there has to be somewhere to fix this truck around here, because this is going to be painful if there isn't. Okay, looking at the map on the dashboard, there is nowhere anywhere nearby.
Get ready to turn left.
Great.
Turn left.
Oh well, we're getting there. Oh, there we go. Come on. We'll be fine. We'll get there. We're only 741 miles away now. We've done 1,250-ish, so
Get ready to turn right.
we're good.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
It's nice and easy.
Turn right.
Here we go.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Thanks for checking in, person who was just on the stream. I think what I might do is deliver this to wherever the hell we're going. Well, let's be honest, we're not expecting me to remember our destination, are we? But we'll deliver this. Then what we'll do is we'll do a delivery back to LA. Oh no, San Diego. We need to go to San Diego. That's our home base now. Maybe I should do it without a trailer on the way back. Maybe I should just drive empty all the way to San Diego. See how quickly we can get there. Also, we want to have a look at that Mac. If we can find a Mac dealership, I might buy one. We have 3 million now because people keep on completing tasks. Which is good. They can pay for all my fines. Finger really hurts. Soldering yesterday to get the studio back up and get all the wires run so I can control everything with Alexa, and blob of solder dropped straight onto my finger. Not the smartest I've ever felt, I'm going to be honest. It wasn't my brightest moment. But I got the job done. The same blob that landed on my finger sort of was instantly shook off, landed on my shirt, started burning through that. That was fun as well, in no way at all. So I'm holding my shirt off like that with one hand, whilst holding a soldering iron with this hand, trying to put it in the cradle, whilst this was slowly, like, cooking. I looked at my finger, and all that skin had cooked, like, instant, like bacon. It was pretty funny, actually, but it's only funny because I didn't actually do any lasting damage. It blistered, and, you know, I got rid of the skin that had cooked, so we're all good. But the thing is, like, you have to know how to deal with that situation. If you're soldering, you need to be prepared that you are dealing with incredibly hot things when you're doing it, and the potential, no matter how careful you are, of being burnt or like stuff like that is always going to be very high. Like, it's always going to be higher than if you're sat just in a room without a soldering iron on. So you got to be prepared. You got to know what you're going to do if that happens. So, because I like to think things through anyway, and think, right, worst case, what's going to happen? How do I deal with this when it does happen? And then when it doesn't happen, it's nice because you don't have to do it. So, just over in the back corner of this room is a set of little drawers on top of my actual drawers that I've got all my files in. And in these little canvas type drawer things are a bunch of different first aid supplies. So you've got like plasters, you've got those adhesive bandages, you've got the proper bandages. I've got some sutures in there. I've got a couple of things of burn gel and all kinds of stuff like that. And so the thing is, okay, you've burnt yourself, okay? And you're being careful, but you've still got to remember that in your hand, the one which has been burnt, you still have something that's like 240 degrees C. And so you've still got to, even though you're like, you're shocked, you've like gone, whoa, I didn't expect that heat on my finger all of a sudden, I didn't expect to burn myself. You've still got to be like, okay, burnt myself, now I have to put down the hot, like, soldering iron without burning anything else, or myself more, whilst also holding the shirt away from yourself so that the solder that's on that doesn't burn you. Like, you've always got to have that plan of how you're going to deal with it. So I secured the soldering iron, I unplugged it so it could start to cool, and then I went over to the first aid kit, sorted out my finger, by which point the solder on my shirt had dried and was cold, so at that point I could just sort of, you know, let go of the shirt and get the solder off it. It was a very weird day yesterday. It is, however, the first time I've burnt myself with the soldering iron stuff in over a decade. It's that thing of always making sure you're prepared just in case when you're doing anything like that. Oh, why we're decoupling? Don't decouple.
Ready to roll. Let's go.
Yeah, come on.
Get ready to turn left.
Oh, I'm ready to turn left.
Turn left.
Do not roll. Good. Okay, camera's gonna go mental now.
Get ready to turn right.
I'm not sure that I'm not sure that bit of damage is gonna really make a difference to our truck at this point. Oh no, it did. It took away 16th gear. Great. Now we're down to 15 gears. Ay. We need a service station at some point. And not an early break. A welcome break. Is it welcome break? The one in the UK with the swan as the logo. I think it's welcome break. You used to always see it in the 90s when you were going on holiday. I remember us making a conscious effort to stop at the early break at the welcome break ones. Because the other ones were just a bit too janky. Even by service station standards. Which, as we all know, aren't the highest. Come on. There we go. I should probably check the map and see where the next service stop is, shouldn't I? But we've got, well, there you go, 555 miles and 11 hours. We've got 7 hours until he needs to sleep. I think I can push all the way there, providing this service stop is fairly close by. You know, close to the actual route that we're on. Making that little detour should be okay. So yeah, hopefully everyone out there is doing good. If anyone has any suggestions of games to play, like, feel free to put them in the chat or jump over onto the Discord and feel free to put them on that. Probably just use the live channel for that, because I'm probably going to see that one. And I figure we might as well start the precedent now while there's not that many people on the Discord and it's quiet, to sort of get everything sorted as to where things go. And then if more people join, then, you know, we'll have everything organised, ready. Dude paragliding. Almost hit a police car, but oh well. It's fine. It seems so slow going in 15th. Like, even just listening to the engine. Oh, this is painfully slow. Overtaking this guy. Right. Oh, there's a town coming up. Okay, here we go. Hopefully there is a repair shop somewhere in this town. I'm not seeing it on the minimap at the right. Come on. Come on, not now. Not now. There we go.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Oh, but it's just going to be one shop, isn't it? There's a way station on the other road. Come on.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Gas station.
Stay right. And then
I'm not
turn
seeing one. I'm not seeing one turning up. No. Oh,
turn right.
damn it. Oh well. Maybe in the next town, I guess. Not that we have much of a choice, really.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Really.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Move.
Stay left and then turn left.
Okay. Hopefully,
Turn left.
there is a town not too far from here that we can repair it and we can get fixed up. Like, this is my major concern right now, that we're not going to find somewhere. Like, this is actually becoming a real issue. Come on. There we go. We're back. Sort of. So we've got 15 gears. Yep, still only got 15. And I thought we lost 15th then. Okay, how are we doing? $467 miles. That just ticked over 2 before it swapped. There it is, 466. We're actually very close then, really. 466 miles is absolutely nothing. After we've done 1,600. And we've not rolled over in the truck yet. Have we? No. No, we haven't. We've not rolled over today. That is a first. This is the first stream we've not flipped. Actually, it's probably the first stream we've not flipped in the first 5 minutes. But I've just said that, and if we look at the map, you'll see how curvy and... well, tippy is how I describe this road now. Very tippy. A lot of corners that will make me roll over. Although this is probably the only time that not having 16th, 17th or 18th gear is actually going to play and help us. Because it means I can't get fast enough to roll over. Where normally I'd be in 18th gear, flooring it down here, and then I'd just roll straight away. Oh no, what if we got like really close and we're almost back on the highways and then we rolled over and it took us back to before this curvy section? Nah, I'm just going to stay slow. I'm not going to risk it. Like now I can feel it turning and tipping. There we go. We're alright. We're gonna make it. With our broken truck. Oh my jeez. Okay, you can wait there, mate. I'm going through.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. 422 miles. I'm just watching the angle of the cab and just hoping that we don't roll. Break in. Okay, we've got a square left coming up.
Get ready to turn left. Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Got a place for him to sleep. Let's get him to sleep,
Turn left.
actually. Oh, that left snuck up on me. Even though he said prepare to turn left. If we get this guy to sleep now, then it's still going to be daytime when we set off. So it should still be light. But it also won't start moaning at us when we get really close to the destination. Which will be really nice for it not to moan for once. Okay. Okay. There we go. Now he's going to rest. I was pressing the right button. Come on. Do not be dead. Thank you.
Get ready to turn right.
Turn right? Oh, right. You mean at this junction, don't you? I'm going to say I'm sure we pulled in from the right anyway.
Turn right.
Here we go. Let's do this. This should be the one now. If I remember to change gear. How long have we got? 400 miles. And we should just about have enough fuel, I reckon. We've not deviated from the course that it's set. And we had just enough fuel the last time I checked our range. Nice, all good, SP. Don't worry about it. So from the last time you saw this, we now have just under 400 miles to go. And we only have 15 gears to get there. Because 16th, 17th and 18th have decided to not be available. Thanks to an incredibly broken truck. Oh, yeah. Hello, other people.
Mind the speed.
Oh, and the truck's dying. Come on. We don't want like a disco show on this back road. We just want to get there. We're so close right now.
Please mind the speed limit.
If I roll over on this last corner, I am going to be so... Oh, no, no. No, that is not the time to lose all lights. I can see more on the stream, but if I turn my head to look at the stream, then I stop being able to see where I'm going because the camera moves. Oh no. The head tracker is gonna be like the thing in it. The head tracker is gonna be the thing that like screws me up here. Hey, we can only hope, mate. Like, we're creeping there. I think the major thing is average views. That's the most difficult part. Like, if I did 12 hours worth of single hour streams, like, it'd be okay to get there probably. You could probably average 3 shit. We're okay. Yeah, you could probably average about 3 viewers for an hour. Oh, thank you. But because I'm like streaming for 3 hours, the average over that time drops a lot quicker. So if someone checked in on an hour stream for 10 minutes, it'd put your average up by a larger percentage than if they check in for 10 minutes on a 3-hour stream. One of those things. But I'm in the category. I'm in the camp of like, you start off as you intend to go on. I intend to carry on doing. Oh god. Right, I'm blind. I cannot see a thing. I'm also braking at this point. Right. Neutral. Ah, there's the road. Come on. But yeah, so I intend on doing this for a few hours, at least 3 times a week, at the same time. So I don't see any point in changing that just to meet requirements. I think the best thing to do is just keep on doing it. And that way if we do reach the requirements, then, you know, we're already set to really...
Caution. Please mind the speed.
Ah, lights. Come on, catch up to the lights and then I can just follow them. Oh no. Oh, good. This is getting tense. Yeah, if we do meet the requirements, then great. But we also don't have to change anything about the way that we're producing this stuff, which is a lot easier to know. So okay, I can use this truck to show me the road. And now I can't because I've overtaken him and there's the road and he almost rolled over and it's all going badly. and we only have 300 miles left, but I don't know where the next service stop is, and we really need it, and I'm scared. Come on.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
I would love to have a fixed truck right now. That would be amazing. But yeah, like say SP, it's just getting that average up. That's the trickier one.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Break in. If I'd have turned going that speed, then I'd have rolled. No question about it. Oh, I just saw a town name. There's a town coming up. The last town we went through didn't have a service point.
Please mind the speed
So hopefully this one does.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit. Caution. Please mind the speed limit. Stay left.
Exactly.
Then turn left.
Exactly the point, SP.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
I've just spotted the most glorious sight.
Then turn left. Turn left. Stay left. Then turn left. Finding
Oh, and we found a Mac dealership as well. I wanted to find one of them. Right. We'll drop that there.
hit the road.
Come on. All we have to do is get up this ramp to that spanner. Come on, we can coast that.
Time to get the job done.
Okay. Fixed. And relax. And to celebrate, we got some chips all playing as well. I am happy now.
Turn left. Rerouting. Here we are, safe and sound.
How's that for backing up?
Let's do this.
I'm going to start in 7th just because I can. If we pull into this Walbert, not Walmart or Walgreens. If we pull in here, turn around.
Never mind. I'll find a new route. Make a U-turn.
I plan on making a U-turn. This sat-nav guy really does tell you the most obvious things. Yeah, it's all good, mate. Enjoy.
Stay right.
Cheers for checking in to start with, man.
Continue straight. Go straight.
I've set up the thingy channel as well, the computer channel on the Discord. If you can't see it, just let me know,
Stay right.
because I'm still figuring out like Discord permissions and things and what all the settings do on them.
Right.
So I may have clicked something by accident, but you should be able to see it. And you should be able to post in there.
Stay right, then turn right.
But yeah,
Okay,
it's under rig rundown.
never mind. I'll find a new route. Stay right, and then turn right. Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Here we go.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
300 miles. And we actually have all 18 gears. Let's get there, man. Oh, it's been 2 hours already. Yeah, I'll probably finish this delivery. Then we'll floor it back to San Diego, back to our home base. And then I'm going to go and get some food, because I am starving, man. Don't know what to have. But whatever it is, it best be made of either potato, bread, or pasta. Something filling. Something quick and filling. More to the point.
Stay right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Okay, we're going to ease off as we come to this. I'm not going to roll. I'm not doing it.
Caution.
I'm going to have one stream. Oh, trailer damage is 42%. That's fine. Don't mind that. But I'm going to have one stream where I don't roll over in this truck. Touch wood. So also, hopefully, all the stuff from Amazon comes. So I have 3 different sort of backdrops just sort of rolled behind me. There's a jet black one, there's a pure white one, and there's the green screen as well.
Mind the speed limit.
What I'm thinking is, with the eyelets that are coming from Amazon and the sort of eyelet riveter thing, I've also got some hooks. I'm gonna put the hooks in the wall, obviously, and I'm gonna put some eyelets on the actual screens so that I can hook them onto the hooks. And what I'll do is I'll have about 2 or 3 hooks on this wall,
Caution.
which goes up to about here. At which point I'll have the frame set up over there, and it'll sort of just cut diagonal and then back, which should look pretty cool.
Stay left.
On streams, I'm not going to use the green screen as a green screen. It's just going to be a green background, but it'll be less distracting than what's behind me now. And I probably won't use it as a green screen much on the highlight edits, but it gives me the option to. Because there was one of the edits that I was doing, and I wanted me to be over the top of the video, because I said something, like I was annoyed at something on the game. Surprise, right? But I was annoyed at something on the game, and I wanted to have that clip of me being angry at the game, but also still be able to show the game behind it. And lowering the opacity of the clip of me
Caution.
sort of worked,
Mind
but
the speed limit.
you know, there's still a lot of other stuff that, and it looks really busy. So having that green screen would have allowed me to just isolate me and had like a clean overlay, which is what I could have done within that situation.
Mind the speed
So I'll probably use it for stuff like that more than constant green screen. It'll just be like a green backdrop for the most part. But also the lighting in this room has been improved to the point where it should be
Caution.
evenly lit.
Mind the speed limit.
Which will also help. If needs be, I do actually have 2 more 1 meter strips of the studio lights that I can apply. Because when I redid the desk lighting,
Caution. Please mind
I
the
ended up
speed limit.
recovering 2 of the 90-degree diffuser panels. So I can swap the LEDs that were in there, which were the RGB ones. I can swap them for my studio light ones, and
Mind the speed limit.
that'll work if the backdrop needs additional lighting. So say I could put one on the floor. If, oh shit. But we didn't roll. We have not rolled yet. Come on. Oh no. No. We were this close. 200 miles away. And that's when I decide to... Great. That's when I decide that it's time to crash and totally destroy the truck. I bet we're 300 miles away. I bet it takes me back to the one I was just at. I feel like that's a message to me that use extreme caution. Jeez, come on. Man, I was doing so good. Well, relative. I was doing so relatively good compared to how I usually do.
Finding new route. Okay, let's find a new route.
Okay, repair the truck. I think when you go to a service station and get picked up like that, it should probably automatically repair the truck. Like, it can assume that that's what you want it to do. Oh, it brought us closer. Well, there you go. I'm going to say that I totally meant that then. That's how I meant to do it. So that it'd bring me close to the destination. Oh, really? Why is it that I can do well for ages and then
Never mind.
I've just thought exactly what it is? Come on, mate, hurry up, get past. I know what it is. It's that thing of it being the last part of any journey. It's the most dangerous. You let your guard down. You stop paying full attention. And you start thinking of food, you start thinking of what you're going to do later.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
And my computer thinks, why the hell are you pushing me so hard? Hence the way it's starting to chug a little bit, and I don't know why.
Turn right.
Probably because the room is 29 degrees. Oh well.
Go straight.
193 miles.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
I might take a slight detour and grab these 2 locations as well on the left while we're here.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit. Stay left.
Actually, no, I won't, because I can't be bothered. Okay, let's just get to the destination now, eh?
Stay left. Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Okay, how are we doing? How are we doing? We're getting there. So what we'll do is we'll drop this off and then we'll call it for today. I think we've done quite well. It's been a long delivery, this one. But we'll get there, drop this off. I'll get food, start transcoding files and all that fun stuff. All the fun behind the scenes stuff that you don't actually care about.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
And once that's done, I will jump into editing Black Mesa.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
And then get everything ready for tomorrow when our extra servers come, so that I can just move single, like, bunches of files over, like single folders, with everything that's needed for them.
Please mind the speed limit. Stay right, and then exit right.
I have enough fuel to go 448 miles. We have 146 miles to go.
Turn right.
Hey, the van that we're following now is the one I should be seeing tomorrow.
Then turn left.
That is actually UPS as well. Yeah, like a Volvo dealership, maybe. Oh no, just a truck works place. Fair enough. One thing I'm actually going to try and get done today is I'm going to try and do the NASCAR Race 8 for Buggity or Bust, which is what I was filming just before this. Excuse me. Good thing about the highlights of streams going up about 2 weeks after the stream is that you'll probably forget that I was wearing this shirt in Buggity or Bust Race 8 by the time it comes out, so you won't realise it was the same day, hopefully. Apart from the fact I've just told you it was the same day. Literally 10 minutes before the stream started was when I quit NASCAR Heat 4.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Okay, we're going downhill to a hard right. This is not going to be fun. Break in. I'm actually looking forward to exporting these 4K files. Something I've always wanted to do, and I've never, like I said, I didn't know about proxy files, I didn't know about ProRes and Cineform. I'm looking forward to this. This is
Turn right.
it's one of those things that you work towards. And then when it happens, you're like, hey, we're actually at that point. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be nice to get the first few up and to find my process for them. And it's weird because I'll be talking about this now, and you'll see the first ones in, well, actually the end of this week is when you see the first one. Fuck, the end of this week.
Stay right, and then exit
Oh
right.
wow, that means I really have to get my finger out my ass and get these servers set up.
Exit right.
Means I actually have to record another race in Buggity or Bust. Probably do that tonight. And then on top of that, I have to get Black Mesa done. Because they're next week's uploads.
Go straight.
But yeah, it always feels weird when I'm talking about the process and how I'm still learning and stuff. Because by the time you see the things,
Please mind the
like you're technically running 2 weeks behind the streams. So I'm on a stream talking about how I'm editing in 4K and all this stuff, and it's like, oh, in 2 weeks we'll see that.
stay left.
We'll see how rubbish he was. You absolute ass. What an absolute bellend he is. "73 miles from the finish."
Turn left.
Yo, where were you 5 minutes ago, copper? Like, really? Just drives into me. If I've lost any gears now, I'm going to be pissed. And when we get around this corner is when we're probably going to find out.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
There's 17th. We've still got 18th. We're alright. Breathe easy.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
That guy was an absolute ass. Pulling out like that.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
So yeah, this Friday on Buggity or Bust, we're at Bristol. Which, you know, just hosted a few real world races. Now that NASCAR is back. Which I found to be like a nice symmetry between the real world and Buggity or Bust. The fact that it wasn't planned like that, it just sort of happened. But yeah, it's
Caution. Please mind the speed
It's
limit.
nice to be at that point. Well, this will be race 8, which means that the YouTube has been going for 8 weeks at this point.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Which is just crazy to think it's been 8 weeks. It's sort of flown by. And so much has changed in those 8 weeks. When I started that YouTube channel, we had... On Twitch, we had about
Caution. Please mind the
4 or 5 followers. Now it's 20. Like, that's a big jump.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
There were no real regular viewers either. That's the thing that's changed as well. We now have regulars, people who you'll always see in the chat,
Caution. Please mind.
and that's friggin' awesome. It says don't turn down there, but I
Turn left.
feel like I should.
Turn right.
Because I'm not doing that stupid 45-degree left that it wanted me to do. Here we go. We have arrived.
You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
Okay, where do you need it? We'll just leave it there. I'm not feeling that brave. I feel like we should just get it parked and done. Hi. Reckless. Our level is reckless. Oh. Oh. After all that, we earn no XP, no money, -2 what? -3 million. Okay, it doesn't actually take 3 million, it just minuses that off what you would have got. That was worrying. Because for a moment, I thought it was going to try and take 3 million off us. And that would have sucked. But, okay. So what I'm going to do now is, well, first, I'm going to switch you over to that. Hello. With our beautiful lighting and my incredibly flat hair now. But yeah, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to save everything as you would expect me to do. I'm actually going to save that now. Like I say, I upped the bitrate. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over and just drive that truck back to San Diego. Get it back to our home starting point. And then it's ready for the next stream. That's all I'm going to do. Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything else. I'm just going to drive it back home and then park it up. Because I actually have to get on with other things now. So I'm going to get Black Mesa ready today and tomorrow. I'm going to get Buggedy or Bust edited today and tomorrow. And I'm probably going to try and get that handbrake video done as well. That tells you how we built the handbrake that you can't see. But yeah, I'll try and get that one up as well at some point. And yeah. So, I guess a proper outro so that I have something to edit later on. So, thank you for watching. As always, we are live on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 4 PM UK time. The highlights go up on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, Friday and Sunday. Buggedy or Bust is every Friday. A new episode of that will be up this week on Friday and will be in 4K. It's going to be the first video on YouTube in 4K. The full streams, if you miss them on Twitch, because Twitch deletes them after a while, don't worry, they're on YouTube and they're actually going to be in better quality. They're going to be in the recorded quality that I used to make the highlights from. So that's another upgrade for, you know, the content. So we've got 4K highlights, full 1080 high bitrate stream recordings going up on YouTube. Yeah. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If you want to stay up to date, we've got a Discord server. That's up. That's running. I'm adding new channels every so often, trying to get, you know, what we need on there and get everything sorted away. What else is there? I think that's pretty much it. you can buy a shirt if you want to. That's a thing that you are allowed to do. The link for that is probably in the about section somewhere. You'll find it. I think you can also type !store into the Twitch chat and it'll, I don't know. But anyway, the point is that they're available. Yeah, so until next time, thank you for watching, thank you for following, thank you for subscribing and all that good stuff. And I will see you in a bit. Goodbye. I just spotted a follow, so thank you, Chris. I'm guessing is your name. Thank you for following. See you next time.